Hi, everybody. I'm John Levine, the Brown County 4-H Tech Changemakers Project Coordinator, coming today with another Monday's Motivation STEM style video. This time we are excited to focus on the science part of STEM. We have the Brown County 4-H Tech Changemakers here to lead you through one of their challenges.
All right. So the people on the call today. So I'm Zach, and then as well as we have Ben and Riley in here as well today. So our basic idea of what we're doing as the Tech Changemakers is trying to educate people and put out STEM-related challenges to just kind of let you guys be able to explore like kind of more fun side of the STEM world. So today we're going to be talking about how to make a lava lamp. So I've got a pre-made one here, and I'm just going to kind of take it up to see. So, camera's not the best quality, but you can kind of get the idea of what we're doing today. So I think we're going to have Ben then continue.
Okay, so when we're going through this, if you have any questions or if you want to look at it in a more online format on like a website, you can go to our website. It's linked down below. It's going to be 4-H Tech for the 4-H Tech Changemakers on 4htech.com. Other things that can be found on the website are other challenges posted once every 2 weeks. All right, now for the background of the lava lamps experiment. The first lava lamps were made in 1963 and are still around today. Your parents might even still have them. Today, you will learn how to make a lava lamp with materials you could find in your own home. Do you know that water and oil do not mix? Here's an example of a lava lamp. The top part right here is going to be the oil, and the bottom part right here is the water. As we mix it up like this, you can see that there are bubbles in it, but then the water slowly sinks back down to the bottom, and the oil always ends up on top. Have you ever had an upset stomach? Usually, that is because you have a lot of acids in your stomach from foods or drinks. Sometimes people take Alka-Seltzer, right here, a tablet antacid to help calm their stomachs. Alka-Seltzer contains active ingredients which help neutralize or settle down acids in your stomach. Okay, so I have a glass of water here and a Gatorade bottle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the water in the bottle. And the purpose of this challenge is really to just show you that you can do these challenges at home. Materials around your house. You might use a water bottle. You might use a Gatorade bottle. Whatever you have on hand. Okay. And then you have the Alka-Seltzer here, which is antacid that you can add to the water. This is what makes the reaction. All right. Now we're going to drop the Alka-Seltzer into the water, and then we'll see what happens. A bit crumbled up, but that's all right. So as you can see, there are small little bubbles coming up. If you swirl it around a little bit, there's just a small couple little bubbles just coming up to the top of the water. This is because the water is an acid, and right now it's dissolving the Alka-Seltzer a little bit, and it's just kind of causing it to mix with the water. Now Riley is going to tell us about the next step.
So now that we know how water and oil reacts, let's dive into actually building the lava lamps. What you'll need is a water bottle, and then you need about 3/4 of the water bottle filled up with vegetable oil. And then you're going to have them separated like that. If you want to, you can take some like food coloring and something like that, any type of base, and you just dip it on into, or drop about 15 drops into the oil and the water. That should be enough. And from there, you're going to want to close the cap for a little bit. Then you're just going to want to hit it up against the table, so then or just shake it a little bit, so then the food coloring mixes with the water underneath. Then you're going to want to take your Alka-Seltzer tablets, and then you just want to dump it in and then cap it back up so then it doesn't get any stuff around anywhere else. And then that's your lava lamp. So if you don't have Alka-Seltzer tablets, you can also use some baking soda and vinegar, which we have other Tech Changemakers that worked pretty well for them. And this is our lava lamp. Now back to Zach.
Yeah, so as Riley mentioned, I made mine with baking soda and vinegar instead, and it still produces quite a bit of bubbles and does the same reaction. So if you don't have Alka-Seltzer and can't really get it, baking soda and vinegar also works. I used, I believe, a half teaspoon of baking soda and then just kind of added a bit of vinegar to it, like another half teaspoon of vinegar to it, and then you just shake it up the same, cap it, and it should produce the same thing as the Alka-Seltzer tablet. So now to finish this up today, we're talking about just the reflection questions of what you observed today. So what observations did you make when you added the Alka-Seltzer tab? What happened? So you probably saw it fizz and dissolve and start to kind of produce the bubbles within it. What is an acid-base reaction? So an acid, it's like when an acid such as vinegar then reacts with something, a base, like baking soda, and they neutralize the strength of each other, and they create heat and gas as a byproduct, which produces the bubbles and allows the reaction to happen. Same thing happens with the Alka-Seltzer and the water, is they react and produce gases. So what does it mean for different densities? So different substances have different densities. So the oil is less dense than water, which allows it to float on the top of the water, letting them separate. And so they don't mix together. They kind of like to separate, which allows the bubbles to form within the reaction. All right. Thank you. Hashtag at hashtag 4H Tech and hashtag BC 4H Wisconsin photos or videos of your lava lamps that you make. And if you do that and we see it, you will automatically be entered to win some STEM prize, such as like an Arduino board or other things. And then so we have the instructions for this challenge and other fun STEM challenges on our website, 4htech.com. It's 4-htech.com.